fuck it. Let's just start it. Jones Reyes.
Yeah, Jones Reyes definitely felt like live. We just did deciding splits too.
Yeah, so make sure you guys check that out first before you guys talk about this, because we're not really gonna get into the scoring. We're gonna leave that just for that episode. So we want to talk about the ramifications now. Moving forward, the only thing that should be done is a rematch.
I as soon as I heard the decision announced, first of all, I was like, well, what the fuck? Like, because when you hear a 4-1, you're thinking if anybody's gonna get a 4-1 on a judge's card, it's probably gonna be Dominick Reyes.
Yeah.
Jones got the 4-1. Jones got 2 3-2s. We had it 3-2. First 3 rounds, Dominick Reyes.
Yeah.
Last 2 for Jones. It did feel like most people had it for Reyes. So with Jones getting a controversial decision like this,
you got to run it back. You got to run it back.
And they're both probably going to have to take the same amount of time off. That was a tough fight.
Yeah.
So I think they both should take about 6 months off, maybe run it back in August or something.
I wouldn't mind that at all.
Let's do it.
That'll be perfect. The sad part is, though, that
if Corey Anderson beats Blachowicz, though, he gets left out a bit. Like, he gets fucked over. I think it's like ideal for the UFC if Blachowicz wins that fight, because he probably doesn't deserve a title fight, even if he beats Corey Anderson over Dominick Reyes for sure. But you can argue Corey Anderson might be a better next contender than Reyes, based on the streak that he's going to be putting
that's
together
true.
if he beats Blachowicz. So
Jones, I want to get into this a little bit later, but Jones kind of looking a little bit more mortal now compared to before. But with Dominick Reyes himself, he should be getting this rematch. But about John Jones. The interview that he had afterwards, it seemed like he was kind of attributing this win to his wrestling. That seemed to be the thing that he was talking about. But for us, it seemed like his forward pressure was more so of an argument than his actual wrestling.
I don't think anyone thought the wrestling won anything for him.
No.
I mean, even when he got the takedown, he didn't land any strikes. Dominick Reyes got right back up, and then he would disengage, or he would stuff the takedown. So
that just tells you what John Jones remembered the most and thought scored the most. So he wasn't even taking into consideration, I was the one walking him down. I was the one throwing the strikes and landing more consistently. Whatever the fuck it could have been.
That tells you he probably had it in his head that I might be losing this fight. I'm probably losing this fight. Because then if at the end you're trying to, grasp at straws and say that it was my takedowns that were meaningless that won me the fight. Oh, okay.
That's the last thing you should be leaning on.
Now it's like you're just trying to justify in your head why you got that nod. Like,
exactly.
You're trying to convince yourself why you got that nod. I don't know, man. It felt like it was a pretty clear Dominick Reyes win.
Yeah, 1 through 3 was easy for him, right?
I mean, maybe you can argue from the pride scoring overall fight if
Jones was starting to take over.
But even then, like,
I think Reyes did enough damage throughout those first 3 rounds, or at least enough output. It looked like he was running enough. It's very shitty for him because it seems like John Jones is going that route now where he isn't going to want to entertain the rematch. Because the way he was talking about it afterwards, he didn't really talk about it. I didn't
get that vibe. He did say, I fought DC twice, I fought Gus twice. If they want me to run it back with Reyes, let's do it. And rematches, he mauls dudes in the rematches. Mm-hmm. He mauled DC, he mauled Gus in the second fights. He comes back better. So, for all we know, he comes back and finishes Dominick.
I didn't get to see, I don't know if he was at the post-fight presser. I only watched the Dana one. And Dana's thing...
Dana had it 3-2 as well.
Dana had it 3-2 Reyes.
I mean, his scoring doesn't matter.
But he says it wasn't like he goes, I don't feel like there's a huge outrage for it right now. So I don't know if that's really going to be what's next.
A lot of people did score it for Jones, even though we kind of felt it was a clear 3-2 for Reyes. But
he said Joe Silva had it for Reyes. I'm pretty certain.
But then someone else had it for Jones. Someone else. Kevin Iole from Yahoo.
Kevin Iole had it for Jones. Yeah.
He had it for Jones.
And then he said even his kids were like, yo, Reyes got robbed. Reyes got robbed.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's going to have to be this social media outpour afterwards now from fans that needs to get this Reyes rematch.
What everyone, the podcast we're going to listen to, Anik Flo, I want to see, how did all these guys have it?
Yeah, but I'm very intrigued that by the fact that if social media is actually going to be able to be the thing that makes Dana see that the rematch should be next. This is the closest threat we've actually ever seen John Jones get to in terms of possibly losing his belt. Sure, the split decision to Thiago Santos, I don't think that was as much as an atrocity as this.
No, 100%. I think even when you watch that fight, you're like, it was fine. Jones let it be closer than it should have, but he still won. Like, he was kind of more in control. It felt like he definitely won that fight. Even the first Gus fight, I thought it was pretty clear. Jones won, even though it was a close fight.
Yeah.
But this one was the first one where you go, oh, man, I think Jones he got lucky there.
Very lucky.
He shouldn't have got that decision. I think he should be he shouldn't be the champ, and we should be talking about the immediate rematch for Jones to get his belt back. That's what we should be talking about. So
you said it in deciding splits. You're like, when you heard the 49-46, you're like, all right, Reyes won this. And I agree. I was on the same boat as you.
If a judge is going to give it 4-1 in either way, which probably shouldn't happen for sure, but you felt like, all right, based on what we saw, if there's a 4-1, it's got to be for Reyes, right? How would Jones get 4 rounds?
4 out of those 5.
Nope, it happened.
I can't believe that's actually what happened. And I feel like we were taught we talked this into existence. I think on one of the last podcasts we're like, yo, maybe we'll get like a split decision. Dominick Reyes, should have won the fight, but John Jones actually gets the decision.
Oh my god!
I think we talked this into existence, you motherfucker. But I think it would be an atrocity if it was anybody other than Dominick Reyes. Next.
Yeah, like even if Corey Anderson gets a dominant win, just the fact that Dominick Reyes should have rightfully dethroned the pound for pound king is probably enough for him to get the rematch. Like, who's going to be clamoring for, no, you know what, let's hold off on that rematch. Let's get Corey Anderson in there instead. Let's be real, no one cares about that, even if Corey Anderson goes out and dominates Blachowicz, which he probably should.
I think that Dominick Reyes is going to be that company man. And I think that if they're going to want to make John Jones go a different way in terms of like maybe fighting Corey Anderson or Jan Blachowicz, whoever wins that fight, and then have Dominick Reyes go fight the loser of that to regain his...
Here's the thing, though.
It shouldn't go that way.
Even from the UFC perspective, after Jones mauls Gus, they're looking at the rankings going, God, what the fuck did we do with Jones? All right, Thiago Santos. All right, Anthony Smith. And once again, going into this fight, people are kind of like, all right, Dominick Reyes. Now with this, they're like, oh shit, we got another story and rivalry for John Jones. We got to run with this shit.
Yeah.
They got to do the rematch. Give them both 6 months off. Let them recover. Dana even said Jones was limping, getting iced in the back. Reyes was getting like carried. Because they fucked each other's legs up pretty bad. They were hitting each other's legs a lot. So that's one of those fights you need some time to recover from.
Like I'm not getting my
late summer.
I'm not getting my hopes up though, just because I feel like we would have seen a little bit more of an eagerness from Dana to wanting to say, okay, well, you want the rematch next. He didn't give me that feeling. It should be next. It should be next. So I hope he sees like the outrage out there that Reyes definitely won this fucking fight.
And he even felt that Reyes won the fight. So I think that's enough there too. The story, everything, like. It's the right thing to do from all perspectives almost. Just do it. Like,
credit to Reyes though in terms of how he took the L. He goes, I think I got 1, 2, 3, and he got 4 to 5. So he wasn't like talking shit already.
Yeah.
But he goes,
he said the same thing. He said in the back, he's like, I thought I had it 3-2, maybe even 4-1.
Yeah.
He said, like, I was like, I thought if anything, I could have had it 4-1 too, but
poor fucking guy.
Yeah. Like, you going to put a performance of the lifetime on against the GOAT like that. And then,
that's going to bring the odds a lot closer next time.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, right? Dude. Hey, I put a small bet on Reyes. I should have hit it. I was correct to.
Hit it.
Yeah. I made the right call there. But.
Yeah, I think we could get like minus 200 on John Jones this time around or something like that. Maybe even minus 150-ish.
I think it'll be closer to minus 200 because of that factor.
It's still John Jones. The rematch.
What happens when John Jones comes in a rematch?
Yeah.
With Gus and DC,
there is that narrative.
Killed those guys.
But like this, like it's slowly starting to become a little bit more apparent that maybe USADA was like that thing to really snip at the heels.
But then once again, that second Gus fight was post USADA, and Jones
and it was Cormier as well.
Looked like he came in with a point to prove. Even this one, I didn't really feel like he was coming in with too much of a point to prove. Plus, he hasn't fought this guy before. Now that he's been in the cage with him, he's probably going to go. Take his time, work out that new game plan, come in and just be one of those like, I gotta fucking put this guy down so there's no controversy. Like, you're gonna get beast mode Terminator John Jones. But is it gonna be enough? I don't know, because Dominick Reyes put up a good fucking fight.
His takedown defense looked great.
Ooh,
he was able to get right back up. Like, and Jones was really working for those takedowns. Really working for those takedowns.
And you see the size. Reyes looked taller slightly and bigger, kind of.
Yeah. Man, I'm so bummed for Reyes, but I'm glad that we're gonna.
I don't know. Can you be that bummed? It might almost be like for his drawing power, this might be a better result because now when he gets screwed, it's like it's gonna get you more fan support almost because now you're almost like the uncrowned champ.
True, I guess I understand where you're coming from there. Whereas if he was to become champion, like he won,
it would just be like, oh yeah.
But
now
you're getting the sympathy of fans as well.
That's bullshit. John Jones shouldn't even be the champ. This guy's the champ. Like he's gonna get a lot of sympathy there.
Yeah. Poor guy, fuck. The rest of the so we pretty much want the rematch next. I'm not even entertaining. I'm not throwing out the heavyweight narrative out there anymore. I don't really care to see that anymore because we see a challenge that Jones actually has now.
I think this 100%. Unless
Stipe
we can
next,
resume the heavyweight talks if in the rematch Jones just dominates Dominick Reyes and puts a stamp on it. All right, then
if it's another close decision though.
Here's the thing. Oh, that would be pretty intense. But let's say Jones goes out there, smashes him in the rematch, then maybe at that point get Corey Anderson in there. Then after that, it's probably heavyweight.
Heavyweight, yeah.
Yeah, but I think at least for another year or two, let's
I'd like to see where Rakic is at that point. After he beats Reyes again and Anderson again, where's Rakic? Maybe
is
he
kind of laughing at Jones on
Twitter? I knew that obviously he was going to say some
shit,
but
I mean that fight's far off now.
Yeah,
too, for sure.
For sure. Yeah. Izzy still has work to do down there though.
I think that fight looks more intriguing for Izzy. Like people who think Jones would take him down, dominate. I think it's like, well, man, Izzy's probably way more most dynamic striker Jones will ever have fought.
Reyes is a lot stronger than Izzy, in my opinion, too.
That's cool. That's cool. But in terms of dynamic striker, he's better than Reyes for sure.
It's still going to come down to the wrestling, in my opinion. Is Jones going to be able to get him down and hold him down, right?
Hold him down and hold him
Everything we've seen thus far from Israel, though, indicates that he may not be able to.
That's the thing. It's that size.
But it's the strength.
It's that size.
It's the strength.
If Izzy was like Reyes size, I'm favoring Izzy.
I want to see Izzy how he does against Romero. Right, in terms of how he deals with the strength, in case it gets to that into those situations.
It's kind of funny how I feel like Romero is the almost uncrowned champ because he beat Whitaker in the second fight, and then he probably should have got the nod over Costa.
Yep.
In the I probably shouldn't say that because most people seem to have scored it for Costa, but I felt like Romero did a little more damage in the fight and probably should have got it. So you could argue that his only recent last loss was Whitaker, which he avenged, and now he should be the champion still, and this should be like a title defense for him against Adesanya. But I still think that Adesanya is going to easily win this fight. I just think Romero's style of not doing anything and then exploding, that's not going to work well.
He's just going to be able to just land whenever
Adesanya is so fucking fast himself. I think that when those blitzes happen, he's going to get out of the way enough times, maybe eat a couple shots here and there. He's going to be able to get out of the way most of the time and then outpoint him the rest of the way.
We're almost like a full month away from that fucking fight. I can't wait
about
for
that after. Let's go through the rest of the card. I guess
Shevchenko looked great.
She looked fantastic. Thank God she got the finish here. It wasn't that boring decision people thought was going to happen.
I know.
She asserted her dominance, took her down. I mean, for fuck's sakes, like she's a stand-up threat and she crucifixes the number one chick and mauls her to death. Like, it's not even fair. It's not close. 1 and 2 have been destroyed by her.
Yeah.
Calderwood?
That's pretty much who she called out next.
I mean, who else is there?
She goes, I looked at the rankings of my team afterwards, and
it's got to be
all that stuff is Calderwood.
Don't give her much of a chance.
She shouted out Jennifer Maya as well, Calderwood, and there was one more name.
Any girl who's having a close fight with Jessica Ai, you can't put her in there with Shevchenko. Look what just happened. Like it's just too far ahead.
I just need to see the other name that she said. 125. Oh, Modafari.
God.
And apparently Lauren Murphy now, because she's she's stringing it together. Macy Barber got put back a little bit, so unfortunate for her.
Wait, go back up. What division is it? This is
25.
Why is John Jones's picture there?
Oh, what? Pound for pound. No, we're looking over here, dude.
Oh, that's the pound for. I was like, why is John Jones? And then why is number 2 Valentina Shevchenko? What fucking division is this?
Oh, this
number
is
3 is Wiley
Zhang.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at the pound
but it still says women's pound for pound, and he's number 1.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Because I'm looking at the top 10. I'm like, why is Wiley saying they're all women here? What the fuck? What is this division?
Is there a men's pound for pound? Where is that?
John Jones is apparently the number 1 women's pound for pound fighter, not Amanda Nunes. Okay, yeah, anyways.
Yeah, it's definitely a glitch on their fucking website.
Jessica, Joanne Calderwood, there's no one left for her.
Yeah, there's no one
After Joanne Calderwood, like, just go fight Nunes, please to God. Just do that now. Fuck Calderwood even.
Yeah, I think that should be the next fight. But yeah, Nunes doesn't have anything left either, so it only makes sense. And she's talking about it too, Valentina. She's always just like, I know it's going to happen again. It's not a matter of if.
It's when.
It's about when. Right? Juan Adams against Justin Tafa.
Shit the bed a bit there.
Minus 260. shut up.
There's no way a guy who loses to Greg Hardy that easily should be minus 260 over anyone. Over anyone in the heavyweight division.
Remember Cyril Asker? Do you remember that guy? I'm like, he wouldn't even be a minus 260 over Asker.
Yep. No.
Right? This guy's horrible. He's not good. He's not UFC worthy. Maybe not even Justin Tafa either, but he was the less shitty one here. And as a plus 200 dog, I'm still kicking myself in the butt for not taking that shot. Such a no-brainer there. God damn it.
I felt good about Ige. I always liked Ige. And Ige got the big win against Bektik.
I took the L there.
That was a split decision that we were all like, but then the right guy got the win.
I put the poll out there too, and everybody's like, yo, Ige decision is the only one that was like worthy, even though it was a split. The other two were a little bit more
1 and
atrocious.
3 were pretty clear for Dan Ige. That was a good win.
Derek Lewis, Latifi.
Derek Lewis kind of
doing Derek Lewis shit.
Does. Yeah, that's really what happened.
I wish he got the finish there, but either way, he won that decision.
He either gets the knockout or he wins a decision where he gets controlled for a lot of the round and then flurries damage and wins the round and then wins the decision. Like, that's what he does.
Gauss and Kraus. I don't recall this fight to the best of my abilities, but apparently Gauss should have won anyway, so good for him.
I don't remember round by round how it should have been scored, but just for the fact that right after the buzzer in the second round, James Krause tapped. So the right guy
I haven't seen much of that narrative out there now as much as I
guess because it was after the bell, they don't give a shit, but I don't know, that bullshit.
It's close. You screamed bitch, right? Whatever. Murphy Lee, we did deciding splits on that, so just go fucking
Andrew
watch
Lee
that.
should have won that bad decision.
Yeah, Lee should have won that fight. Morono and Williams. I was surprised that they had underdog odds on the under for this.
I didn't see any of this fight. I don't know what.
It's 23 seconds, 27 seconds.
That's all. Okay, I didn't see
Williams
it at all.
literally just rushed Morono, landed one of the hammers. You saw the finish, dude. You saw the finish. Okay. Remember where Morono kept going backwards and Zayn was laughing at the fact that he just kept moving backwards after he got hit and rocked?
Wait, Morono lost?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, shit.
Zayn was
I have no
dying
recollection of
because of Morono's just reaction to getting hit.
Oh, interesting.
You were too baked. It's all good.
What the fuck?
I need
and
to watch
he was a big underdog. Oh, sorry, the favorite, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was like a minus 300-ish favorite.
Whatever. Okay.
Williams, all he had though was the one punch, and he landed it. So good for him. 2 weeks notice.
I'm kind of remembering this fight now. You were talking about that. Yeah,
it's 27 seconds, and I had the under 2.5.
I just didn't realize it was Morono I was watching. I think I thought it was just two guys I didn't know.
Yeah. Maz John and Batista. I didn't get to see that fight, but I am going to run that back and watch that because I was very excited to see Batista actually pull off the upset there.
I was about to see what Jimmy Rivera was. Marlon Rivera was on this card. No.
It was supposed to be on this card. Fucking Google is not updating this shit. And then the early prelims, Newson goes out there and knocks out Domingo Pilarte. We didn't really pay too much attention to that, but that was a very surprising victory. That was only 38 seconds. Fuck, I didn't realize it was that quick. Okay. We did deciding splits on Jonathan Martinez and Andre Ewell. We thought Martinez won 29-28 rounds 1 and 3. And then Austin Lingo against Zalal. I had that as a lock of the night play as an under 2.5, but turned into a grapple fest because that's what fucking happens when two strikers go at each other. God damn it. 247 overall, though. Not a bad card.
Decent, yeah.
Right?
Name value garbage.
Name value garbage in terms of entertainment, though.
Shouldn't have been a pay-per-view.
Entertainment, though, not that bad.
Yeah, it was good. I
mean,
right? we got
especially with Reyes coming to coming to his own. Right, that was great.
I mean, outside of the main event, largely forgettable. Shit just happened. Good underdog wins, I guess. Yeah. But so much controversy, so much story coming out of that main event.
I know.
I think it was overall probably a good night for the future of the UFC in terms of money for the light heavyweight division. I mean, it's got some interest now because now it's just not Jones killing all these cans. It's like, oh shit.
Exactly. We actually we got one.
Who probably should be the champ now.
Exactly. The rightful champ. Yeah. Do you want to quickly touch on Anderson and Blachowicz since that is the next card? We kind of touched on it though. Like we already know what the future is of these guys. They technically should be fighting for the belt next, but since the outcry of Reyes not getting his win,
I think regardless of who wins, Reyes should he's the most intriguing and most deserving regardless. But I think it puts a really big stamp on it if Blachowicz wins.
Yeah.
Because Corey Anderson definitely with a good win.
You kind of have to give Blachowicz a little bit of more credit though. Because he is putting away guys that were seen as guys that were going to come into the division.
He had that
Luke Rockhold one, the Jacare one. The Jacare one, not so much.
That hurt his stock.
Understand that
hurt his stock.
Who's the one that he beat last?
I think that was Jacare.
Was that Jacare?
Yeah. Now he's getting the Corey Anderson fight.
Can't pull him up.
I mean, I felt like he did win that fight, but it was just a dud. So
Santos beat him earlier that year.
Santos beat him, yeah.
But even before Santos, Beat Krylov, and he beat Manoa. Yeah,
he was on a good streak, and then Santos hurt it a bit. Then he beat Rockhold and Jacare, and now he's getting the Anderson fight. So yeah, he would have a good claim, but not over Reyes. I just think, regardless of who wins this fight, I know they should be realistically next, but not over Reyes.
Mm-hmm. No, I definitely agree with that. But it's still a big fight in the light heavyweight division. It is technically the number one contender fight. Diego Sanchez against Michel Pereira. That should be a fun fight.
Interesting.
Clark is actually fighting.
Is that one where you can make some dog money on Diego Sanchez?
He's only roughly around plus 130, plus 140.
If he doesn't get knocked the fuck out in the first round, Diego Sanchez is dude. People who get tired, you shouldn't. And you're a striker who doesn't have the greatest grappling. If you get tired and you don't have very good grappling, Diego Sanchez is a bad matchup for you
for sure. But I think he's what are the odds? Plus 140. Not enough for me though. I need plus 200-ish at least.
I mean, he's probably going to get deaded and put to sleep in the first
That's
round.
what I mean. Give me plus 200 and I'll think about it. But anything up until that, not so much. Devin Clark
haven't you heard he's healed his brain, bro?
Shut up, bro. I'm not even entertaining that, Tony.
Just go look at his Instagram,
Not even entertaining that.
He's healed it. He's used the power.
Jesus.
He's channeled his chi.
Shut up.
Chi channeler.
Devin Clark is supposed to fight Decon Townsend now because Antigulov pulled out. Townsend just lost to Bevan Lewis at the Raleigh card. Which is good for him. He's getting a quick turnaround. Montana De La Rosa, that's my bitch.
All right.
I like her, but she lost to Andrea Lee. But very good grappling. One of the best wrestlers.
Her up. Yeah. I think you had her against Lee, but then she
plus 200. She lost that. Okay. I thought she'd be able to get Lee down. She wasn't able to. Thought she'd be the strong one too. Really good wrestling. Very, very good wrestling and really good jiu-jitsu too. So I think I might be taking over Romero Barella, Brock Weaver, whatever. Yancy Medeiros.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in a while.
Medeiros against Venata. Not a bad fight.
That's a fun
fight. I'm down with that. That should be an entertaining fight. Sure. And then the rest of the card.
It's an 8 p.m. start, right? Nice.
Yeah. Tim Means against Daniel Rodriguez. He's stepping in on short notice, I believe. Nathaniel Wood against John Dodson is a fun fight. Jim Miller against Scott Holtzman. I'm cool with that. Bonturn against Borg. Borg is always in entertaining-ish fights. Casey Ken against Dvalishvili. Love me some Dvalishvili.
Yeah,
that guy's nice. So fun to fucking watch.
That's a fun fight.
Nico Montano against Macy Kiasen. I like Montano there. I kind of like Montano there.
Yep, she had a decent fight against Pena.
Bro, and she's a dog.
Interesting.
I was very surprised with that, actually. Plus 140 is
she lost to Pena, but Pena's pretty good.
She's the better grappler there, but I think that Montano would be able to out-grapple Macy Kiasen.
Yeah.
And then Paiva against De La Rosa. That's actually Montana's husband.
Yeah, I know. Mark De La Rosa, yeah.
I think this is the first time they're ever fighting on the same card.
Good for them.
Might be off on that. Decent card overall. You know what I mean? It's a fight night. Let me just see let's just take a quick look at the following card. We won't go through it, but it's Felder Hooker. Not bad. And this is an earlier start card as well, I think, because it's in Australia.
It's a 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Where did you see that?
Up there. I don't know if that's Eastern.
That's main card, and then 4 p.m. Hopefully that's Eastern.
Yeah, that's probably Eastern time.
Yeah, not bad. All right,
decent 2 cards, and then we get hit with the
No, there's another fight night. Benavides and Davison.
So three fairly decent kind of fight nights for hardcores, and then we get Izzy and
248. Yeah.
All right, not bad.
Not bad. Oh, Ankalaev against Kutalaba. That's a good matchup.
All right.
Pena's back as well. Oh yeah, Oliveira and Gall got canceled. All right, make sure you guys go check out the 3 episodes we dropped for deciding splits. Obviously, you guys are going to watch the Jones and Reyes one, but the Martinez one was interesting, and the Murphy Lee one was not that bad either. So, check that shit out. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, there's a deciding splits. Maybe on Corey Anderson against Blakovic. Maybe same. Let me talk it into existence, because headliners always drive the most traffic. Right?
He had a split last time, so.
All right, thanks for joining us. Like, subscribe, do all that shit. We'll see you guys next week.